Hi, my name is Steve Ackerman. I'm the president of Alvey Systems, and we're the contractor, the vendor that the state chose to work with to put in this automated system for the distribution center. Here we have the beginning of the system, which is the depalletizing area. Cases are brought over from the pallet storage racks. A label is applied, and the cases are then inducted into the system. They're automatically scanned so that we have a absolute inventory control. Each case has its own distinct license plate and identification within the system.
You want to describe what we're looking at here, Steve?
Sure. What we've got is we're beneath one of the depalletizing stations, and so we have a full pallet lift that takes the pallets from the rack and lifts them up for the depalletizers to take the appropriate number of cases. Once that work is done, the partial pallet is brought down to this level and returned to the VNA aisles if there are cases left on it. If it's an empty pallet, it goes to a pallet stacker. Okay, this is one of the workstations. It's what we call an insight station. It's a diagnostics area that shows people or allows people to know the status of the system. So if you have an alarm, you can click on an area and find out that, for an example, you might have a jam on a particular conveyor, as in this case.
A shot of this over here, right here,
yep.
Coming down here.
Here we have a pallet that's had picks, and it's now being returned to the VNA area.
I'm just going to shoot this for a second.
The other function here is to give statistics and planning functions to the operators. So for an example, we can go and get statistics, production statistics in various parts of the system. We can find out shipping details. We can find out orders that are being picked. And various screens that allow the operators to use the system and know how it's functioning. So after the cases are depalletized, they're merged together and they come down to what we call the primary sorter. And it's at this point we make a decision where to send the cases, either to what we call the high mover decks, to the carousels, or to the split case area, the flow rack area that's down below us. So what will happen is we'll scan the case, and by that unique barcode, we'll decide where to send it, which area, and we'll sort it appropriately, as you're seeing here. These are the high mover lanes. One of the destinations for the cases coming out of DPAL. These are the fastest moving products in the distribution center. So the cases, as they're replenished, are sorted into one of these holding lanes. And then as we pick orders, they're released out of the lanes and go off to shipping to be married with the appropriate truck stop. All right, one of the other destinations for the cases coming from the replenishment are to the carousels, and this is really the primary storage area for the entire system. So this is a picture of just one of the 12 carousel stacks. These stacks are 40 feet tall. They're made up of 2 individual carousels and 1 input-output device. You can get a good picture of that one moving there, Rick. So here's a pick where IE is picking a case out of the carousel, and that's now going to be shipped and sent to the shipping dock. Now we're going to go and it's going to take one from replenishment, and go and put it away in the carousel, and that case is for a store order that's going to be shipped tomorrow. We can hold 16,000 plus cases in the carousels. We have automatic devices that put cases away into the carousels and then pick them out for shipping orders. So the lower volume product gets put away into the carousels. If we show this area, now we'll start to move towards the picking side. All the cases that are released and picked either from the carousels or from the high mover areas all show up at this 4-to-1 merge. At this point, they're merged together and they're sent to the shipping sorter, where we sort by truck stop and destination. So we have 4 shipping docks, and all the cases are sorted to the appropriate dock door by stop within that truck. This is the split case area, and so when a individual store needs less than a case of product, what we'll do is we'll use an RF gun, a radio or RF system to pick the cases. So the operator will be told through this device they carry where to go and how many bottles of an individual product to pick. They pick them, they put them in totes, and then they also then go to the carousels to be stored and married up with the appropriate store shipments. As the operator completes the order, they induct the totes into the system. So again, each tote has a unique license plate, and we know exactly where it's stored. 100% inventory control. Now we're down on the shipping dock. We have cases coming down from that shipping sorter. They run underneath the scanner, and that's the final inventory control point in the entire system. It's just before the case goes on the truck. So what we do is we read that license plate one last time and marry it with the individual bill of lading that goes with the shipment, and the product comes down onto a special extendable conveyor that goes out into the truck, and we have the driver is loading the truck up.
Was really the 15th. That's what we detailed out of the 2 shifts. There's the scanner accuracies.
Okay. All right, this is the very beginning of the system where the bulk product is stored in a very narrow aisle racking system, and there are special VNA vehicles that take pallets that are received and put them away into rack locations. We keep track of which product is in which rack location, and again, all of the signals and work orders, truck by truck, are transferred to the WMS via an RF or radio frequency signal.